And here we go, it's another Saturday and we are ready for another grid drive. I just released a little video beforehand with a bunch of news that you can watch. But if you watch the grid drive, I'll just update you quickly as well. I've received my new hands, and when I say new hands, I mean these ones over here. They've been bought a few weeks ago and they finally arrived. It is not really easy to use them because, well, obviously there's the knob on the tip of every finger and the claws and stuff. But I guess it just requires a bit of getting used to. And we will be using them in a future video to open the new advent calendars that I already spoiled. And they have arrived and they are My Little Pony and obviously fake as hell. So when I got them, the pictures were all of AI art, and they promoted little ornaments that were about the size of a little fist and were supposed to be 3D. That sounded great, but it's not what it's inside. So they arrived and they are about the size of a big book. And one of them is not even showing numbers on them, so, and I think, yeah, they wrote winter instead of winter. So that's really bad. Inside of them are just little acrylics, about the size of maybe a thumb. But we are opening them, we are looking at the acrylics, we are opening them so you don't have to buy them. Because they are obviously scam. Anyways, aside of the calendars and the new paws, I've got something else. I've been writing a novel. I've already announced it the last stream, and it's gonna be a non-profit fan fiction inside of the Star Wars universe. I finished it. This is the Guards Queen. Yeah, the Guards Blade. Oh my god, I wish I could just restart this. This is perfect. I instantly messed up. Okay, let's just... This is the Guards Blade. I'm obviously cutting this out later. I've been writing this for a bunch of weeks, and it's a very good novel. It's a tragedy sci-fi, obviously, since it's inside of the Star Wars universe. It evades all of the usual traps. It's not a Mary Sue's story or anything, not a power play, but it actually is just another extra character with a bunch of extra events and a very unique and fresh view on some of the big canon events that I did not evade. I just went straight through everything instead of making up excuses why the character wouldn't be on the screen or something. Nope, we went everywhere and we encountered everything, but with a fresh perspective. And yeah, if you like it, if you were looking for something to read over the vacation or the holidays, this is available for free. I will post the link for this in the description after the video because I forgot to do this beforehand. Oh my god. Yeah. But so we are starting the grid drive right now, and let's get right started. Alright, so we are on Second Life, and yeah, I forgot something the last time that I just realized after the stream, and I did feel a little bit guilty about it. Not because I would have been paid or asked to advertise or anything, but because they are really putting a lot of work into their stuff, and because they offer a lot of free vehicles at every major holiday. And I'm talking about the little cube that was sitting on the ground on the start of the last video. And that was from CHC, where we are right now at the main store. And we are looking at the winter vehicles that you can all get for free. And it's obviously a lot. So we are just checking out the small stuff from the previous years first. And you can already see this is a lot of stuff. It's mainly in the red Santa Claus color. And it ranges from the very, very old-timers over Jeeps, some more old-timers. So we got the monster truck over here. Something of the 80s or 90s maybe. Yeah, even some container. And a SUV or transporter, if you want to call it that. And now we got a new one this year, which is over here. Whoops, it's a little large. So it's another old-timer, it seems, with a Christmas tree on top. And some packages in the back, it seems. Yeah, that's a lot of presents. Alrighty, so the vehicles are not bad. I've been driving in the Jeep for a while. And yeah, you can just come over here and grab them. There's a lot more stuff. There's more free cars over here on the panel over here. And they also got some recent new releases, which you can find on this little wooden podest that is having this big new sign on top. And if you are wondering where you can find this, we are currently in Grand Palacio in, let's see, 197, 79, 1501. So if you just type this in the map, Grand Palacio 197, 79, 1501, you will about end up over here. And just walk to the free stuff, to the second free stuff, or check out all of the other vehicles that they got. Alrighty, again, I'm not paid for advertising or anything, this is just... They put a lot of work into this, they give you a lot of free stuff, and I think this deserves a little shout out. Okay, and with all of this done, we are driving. Oh. Okay, I think I know where we are, and we are back. What the heck? We are back in the northern east again. And I'm very confused because we just got something on Japanese. And I can't read Japanese, so I have no idea what it was saying. Also, it seems that there was a bug in the Japanese version, so... But it's fixed from what I've heard, so you should be good to just get it from the usual hat dispenser in the main group and get ready and on the road. It is still kind of fully off. I did not expect some Japanesey on the stream. Okay, welcome to the Grid Drive. We are back in English. Okay, we're taking a look at a few holiday-themed places. And we're starting in Satori. Alrighty. Let's just turn this around a little bit. There we go. We're starting officially into the Grid Drive. I feel like I've already talked so much. And I'm finally in the starting phase of my vacation. I've been sleeping until 10:30 this morning, and it's feeling so gorgeous. It's unspeakable, undescribable, this feeling when you start your 3-week vacation and there's no work at the horizon. It is just freedom. But there is something that is putting a little downer on the situation, because next Monday I got an appointment at the garage. Because for some reason my car is drawing in moisture a lot. And that's not fun because every time I park the car, it is absolutely dry inside. I'm playing with the heater, the windows, and I get the car heated up, then look that there's an orderly wind will exchange, and all of the moisture in the air is getting out, the fresh wind and the fresh air is getting inside, and it's taking about 15 minutes to clear the car from the moisture. And once I parked it and I enter the car again the next morning or after work, after 9 hours, it is just covered in moisture again, in this mist on all of the windows inside. It is super annoying. So yeah, I've asked the guys at the garage. Oh my gosh. And since I still got a guarantee for the car for 5 years, they offered to take a look at it. They demanded that I leave the car over there for a few days. But I'm getting a replacement so I can drive home, so no big deal. And yeah, but they also claim that they have never heard of this issue before, which I find a little hard to believe. But we'll see about it. I just hope that they find something, because the situation is not fun. Especially if you park the car and it's warm, and then it's cooling down a lot and it's getting wet outside, like either rain or snow or just frost. Then you instantly get the really nasty moisture inside again. I'm having a feeling that something might be not isolated properly, and some of the outside moisture may be coming inside and then just collects on all of the screens. I'm not an expert, but it can't stay like this, definitely not. The biggest issue is not the moisture, but since all of the windows are always covered in the moisture, all of the security and assistance systems, one after another, are failing me every morning. So the first one is the assistance system for the distance measurement to the sides. The second one is the assistance system that makes sure that you stay in a proper distance to the next one in front of you. The next system that fails is usually the one where, I'm not sure if you call it tempomat. It is just the thing that is making sure that when you activate it, the car's just driving constantly on the same speed. I think you call it speedometer or something. Yeah, and then we got a lot of unnecessary assistance that also fail, which for example, the system that is realizing when you are getting tired. But I don't think that ever worked for me, because I've been tired as hell, and it never once said anything. But yeah, this is the story. This is gonna be checked on Monday, but they already said that they will keep the car for 2 days minimum, and if they find something, then it's probably taking longer, but since I still got the guarantee for the car, I'm not charged for this. And that is something, at least. So hopefully by the end of the next week, I already got some news for you guys. Speaking of the next week and the following ones, I usually make a lot of streams on my vacation. This one is not gonna be any different, but it is gonna be a bit more quiet. I can already say this much. I've been burning myself out a lot at work, and a lot of the streams we did in the past were about really big titles like Elden Ring and stuff. The participation is just not as big that it would be worth for me to burn myself out additionally on the 3 days that I got. So I will be resting a lot. I will be eating a lot better than usual, since I got more time for cooking. And I will still be making a bunch of streams, just not every day. Because that's just crazy. And I can't really exit my vacation even more tired than I started it. And I hope that all of you guys understand this very well. There will be stuff. Let me just reset this really quick. I think that's just... Did I just really miss a turn, or... I did not see a street over there. We are starting with Nexon for the next stream, I think. I guess I was supposed to enter over here. Yep, okay. Yeah, that was on me, I just didn't see it. So the next one is gonna be Nexon, and it's gonna be on Wednesday or Thursday, I guess, because I don't really wanna drive to the garage and then instantly do a stream or something. I really still need to recover a lot. I also did a bunch of projects still going on. Why is it still pointing forwards? We are parking over here, okay. Yeah, not all of the projects are around streaming and content creation, but there's also some personal projects where I'm trying to get a little Republic army that is designed after the Coruscant Guard, which is about my favorite unit in the entire universe, and it's handled so unfairly. But oh my gosh, the prices for miniature painting have really gone out of hand. I know that when it's been about, I think 2022, where I ordered the last painted minis. Oh my gosh, I did not see the teleport coming. And back in the days you paid about maybe 24 to 30 bucks for one painted mini. And the prices have gone up so much. These days, you're painting 45 bucks per mini. That's crazy. So yeah, that's a lot of money, and it's gonna be a few minis, so I'll probably just have to save up a while, and maybe I just order the stuff and assemble them already and do the bases myself and just let them handle the painting itself. And that would save me about 250 bucks or something. But it's still a lot of money. Also, hey there, Frank. It's finally winter. We're just exploring a few places today, it seems. With him. How are you doing? So it seems like you got a new icon. Is that a little dragon? It looks like Spyro almost. I've never played Spyro though. The relax area. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's so small on my screen, it's really hard to tell. Right, so this seems to be just a club or something. And there's a train that is going around it. But that seems to be pretty much it. So we are good to continue, I guess. Alright. I'm so talented. It is just shows how tired I am. I just wanna be driven around for a change. Also, Frank, you forgot, not forgot. You missed something. I just announced a few big things. But there's a little extra video that I uploaded earlier which covers all of the stuff again. And it's nothing big, to be honest. It is just the pills or the gloves that I ordered that arrived, and a preview on the calendars that we are gonna open. And what is the last? The novel that I've been writing. It is finally done, and I am very proud of it. Also can't believe how quick the time has gone by today. It feels like I just got out of bed, had some lunch, watched a few YouTube clips, and boom, it's already 7:30 PM. That is crazy. But I think it's always the same when you get some free days. Oh my gosh. Always fun when people are just parking in the middle of the road. And on we go. Whoa, that bus definitely wanted to cut us off. Okay. Memo to myself. It's dangerous to drive today. Holy moly. Also, there seems to be a lot more traffic today. I wonder if the videos that the bunch of people that are streaming the drives are making actually draw more people, and that would be fun. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, on another note, I made a quick update yesterday about, I think it was 11 PM. And I'm pretty sure that it was something about new drivers for my graphic card. And ever since, I encountered a lot of cold crashes. So if I crash today, that's not about the lag or anything. It's probably just the graphic card again. But I already took countermeasures. Behind the big screen of Second Life is a very empty editor window. Window. Alrighty, so yeah, nothing big can happen today. Unless editor crashes too, that would be a little bit inconvenient. I've just been using my rice cooker a lot recently because... oh, not again, these things. I really wish Second Life would finally ban this person. She's so annoying. Where was I? I ordered a lot of rice. I think it was 10 kilograms. The 10 kilograms, or it was 5, I'm not sure. 5 or 10. The point is, the rice did not fit into the container. So now I'm just eating a lot of rice. Which is not bad, I really love rice, but I wish I didn't have to eat it so often in repeat. And I'm I'm honestly struggling a little bit because I'm not sure how much side dishes I can come up with for all of the rice anymore. I guess I can just get to the store and cover myself with a bunch of sweet sour sauces and a bunch of chicken or chicken wings. That pretty much always goes, but the point about the sweet sour sauce that you get in the store is that almost 40% of the sauce is sugar. And that is not something that's good for you. So most of the time when I end up making rice, I usually just make some leek. I think it's called leek. Some will also call it ori. And over here we got a very, very different name for this. We call it lau. And if it's not lau, then we call it Schnittlau. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that majority of you guys just call it leek. Or what is it called? The red cabbage. That is also pretty good to rice. I should still have some really old recipe from my mom. Where it is called rice salad. And it's basically just rice with paprika and peas and all sorts of stuff inside. The problem is that it's not really lasting long. And it's collecting a lot of moisture. So you really have to store it inside of the fridge and you have to eat it within the next 2 days maximum. So it's not really something that's really works well if you have a lot of rice to work yourself over. Or through. But yeah, I can manage. There's definitely worse things than having too much rice. I'm just really excited about the next episode of Kingdom. And a lot of other series that I really liked this season are coming to an end, which is kind of sad. I think 2 of the best ones this season were definitely Hand Me the Meat, the Monster Meat, and With You Our Love Can Make It Through. They were very entertaining. I think today we had the second last episode of the magician, the court magician that was banished. And it was either yesterday or today of the level 9999 one guy. Oh my gosh, yeah, these names are just getting worse and worse. So where are we going? To the Cat Soul's Winter Magic. I have never heard of this place before. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Wait a second. Okay. Unexpected little break on the roadside, it seems. I'm very surprised because the hut was saying that we are still 12 minutes off. Which would have been a lot. Hey. Donuts. and snowman. But it looks like they are still building up the place. It looks very pretty. Would have been nice if they actually made some snow texture for the ground instead of just this yellow plates. Okay, is it just me or are these elves just looking super slutty? It honestly doesn't look like there's much to explore, but we give it a chance. That's a nice model, but I'm always afraid of the perm count. Oh, that's actually quite small. Nice. But it's not for sale. It's really just decoration. Okay, I think we're already on the ground level over here. A reindeer decoration. There have been a few reindeers on the upper level, but they pretty much looked like stuffed animals. Okay, that's just a train. It's a tree. A sleigh with kitten. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else over here. It seems to be a church. And if I'm not mistaken, that's pretty much all there is. Alright. I have no idea where we are. Oh, I know. Okay, okay. Yeah, this is the... Oh, please tell me we are not bowling again. Thank goodness. Oh, this is the fuel station that we usually take a break on this drive. Like, there's no others. I've heard some rumors that about next week we'll be giving a new Pokemon card set. Not just a regular set, but there's also a Pokemon trading card game pocket set that is coming out. And it seems that they are releasing new mega forms for the original three, so Blastoise and Charizard, and whatever the name of the other one is. I can't remember this guy if my life depended on it. Even though it seems from the video that they released, the plant guy is gonna be the strongest one. I have no idea why the sign is pointing into the opposite direction. It kind of feels wrong to just drive out of here. Okay. I guess we just missed one of the checkpoints. We are going to Winter... Oh my gosh, I missed another turn. Winter Haven. Okay, that was a little laggy. I'm not sure if it's just on me or if this road seems to be a bit more narrow than the others. It definitely looks more narrow. Okay, there's another turn coming up. And I'm definitely not missing this one. Not her again. Honestly, if one of the Linden guys is watching these videos, please take down this person. This is unbearable when you just try to drive and you permanently get this spam stuff. There's another funny story. I think it's been 3 days ago. And I was staying up way too long again, as I usually do. And when I finally got up, I tried to remove the power socket, the connection from the socket from the light curtains that I have installed. I got the little lantern next to the window, and when I was pulling the connector out of the socket, by accident I pulled over the planter, and I think it was almost 3 AM when this thing came down, landed on the ground, made a huge noise, and a huge mess on the ground, because some of the earth that was inside came out. Yeah, I was not very tired anymore, and the next 10 minutes I spent with tidy up. I'm surprised that none of the neighbors came to complain. And I'm pretty sure that they got a shock of their life. So if they are watching this, even though they don't know me, I'm very sorry. Okay, did we just miss another turn again? Or did we just pass through a checkpoint? Nope. Definitely a missed checkpoint. Oh my gosh, she's always in the way. Okay, we're just getting out of here. The road is definitely not big enough for both of us. And I'm obviously walking into the wrong direction again. As I usually do. Okay, not gonna lie, this is quite a nice area, but I'm not sure why I had to delete my vehicle back there. We could have just driven up the hill. Okay, just a little village it seems. It kinda reminds me of Resident Evil. Which is probably not a good thing. Little W. Oh, that's a lot of animals over there. Wait a second. Oh, it's just a lamp. Oh my gosh. I really thought it was a stripper pole. Yeah, I already wondered because nothing inside of this room was screaming, "Yo, we need a stripper." Yeah, that makes so much more sense. Okay, they got some games. Oh, I think this is I hate this game. Again, I think this is really just a cute village. I'm not gonna explore all of it. There's a cow. There's more cows. And goats. And a sheep. Holy moly. And this seems to be just a frisky downhill kind of thing. That is true. I'm just not sure what you call the race. I think it's a Cocker Spaniel or something. Ooh, they got some nice statues over here. It's definitely a fox. That seems to be a bear. And a rabbit. And a roaster. Interesting. I like the fox one though. Yeah, definitely not biased. Okay, I think we made it to the top, and I did not expect a castle. Or a little merry-go-round. Oh, there you got your deers. Okay, that seems to be just an ice skating area. Yep. Interesting. The view is really bad though. Yep, definitely very bad. Okay, I think we covered the entire area. They even got a little airport over here with a little UFO. Okay. Okay, honestly, how did these guys even fit into this one little UFO? This guy alone would barely be a fit. Okay, no fat shaming on aliens. Okay, we're heading to the bicycle vessel. And I got a feeling that I just pretty much went to the opposite direction and to the opposite end of the sim. But I don't feel bad about it because they have put a lot of work into this area and exploring it is the least that we can do. I just wonder where the rest is gonna be. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, it's all the way down again. I was not aware that we made such a distance. Uh-oh. I just got a notice that there seems to be an issue on the third leg. Which we are on right now. I don't think that I got a bicycle, but let's see. What could we use? We could use the bike. if I find it. Oh my gosh, I have not used it in so long. Why can't even miss anything here? Okay. I guess it's the bicycle then. Wow, such a tight turn. There we go. And I already missed a checkpoint, it seems. Or maybe not. I guess we're just following the way down to the road. And then we try another reset. Okay. Wait a second, I think it just got back to the entire city with it. That would be bad. Yeah, I think I just messed it up. Okay, we're going back to the bicycle messer and then we are doing this by the protocol. Okay. Just a little detour. Maybe that's the part that seems to be broken. I'm already way ahead. Okay, now it seems like something. I'm not sure like what, but it is different. Maybe we were supposed to take this way out. On the bicycle. Yep. Yeah, that's my bad. We're just flying the rest of the way. It's a really interesting cave. Usually, almost everyone uses the same model of the cave. This seems to be a kit where this is just the same brown cave, but this is the first time that I've seen one of these caves. And it's a nice one. Okay. Number 2. And up we go. Okay. Please tell me this is not the same. Oh my gosh, it is. This is the same airport that we started on. Before the entire bicycle thing. This is so stupid. Well, I guess we could have saved ourselves the work here. Let's see. Right. Dum-dum-dum. Okay, so we have to go up and then basically turn around. We can definitely do this. And off we go. Ta-dum. So this time we are going to the Castle Estate Airport. Or the heliport, not airport. Oh my gosh, there's something. I did not expect something in the way up here. Almost crash landed. Right, on we go. This is a rather short flight compared to the usual flight time of about 10 minutes. And I'm not complaining because usually the flight is some of the most uninteresting things that you can do, since there's literally nothing to look at. So we're just sitting it through and flying a bit. While I'm sitting here and trying to answer the question what dinner should be. The musketeer's lazy guy. Uh-oh. Okay, we are back on track. I can't believe that it's already so close to Christmas. It's really crazy. Also, I think we just passed another security orb that was potentially really dangerous. Oh my gosh, this area is just full of them. Okay, now I'm a little bit disoriented. But I think we are still in the right direction. These security orbs are just really throwing me off. Okay, we are already way past the halftime. I'm just wondering, since I got some ready cookie dough that basically just needs a little bit of milk and a bit of butter and an egg. And I'm trying to force myself to make some cookies again, but honestly, I'm feeling very lazy at the moment. And I mean, it is deserved, since I really just put out this novel, and I'm not gonna lie, this fantasy fan fiction novel, it got 32,000 words. That is not little. So I think I deserve to be a little lazy at the moment. Okay, we're almost there. Interesting choice that we are made to fly at the same height than all of the science in this day. A lot of people seem to be struggling with the third leg. And I really hope that it's just parts that are behind us and nothing in front of us. But I guess if it's in front of us, then we potentially get right into it. But I just realized we are already on the fourth leg. So none of these issues that are reported in the chat are of any meaning for us. Wait a second, what is this? Is that a flying guitar? Okay, let me just slow down a little bit. Oh my gosh, it's in the middle of this crossing. Yeah, no wonder it's so laggy. Okay, it's not a guitar, but it's almost got the shape of a guitar. It's an interesting club though. Okay, on we go. You always find something new on Second Life. Okay, I'm not sure if it's this one, but I think it's the next one. Yep, definitely the next one. And oh my gosh. Okay, this is a very laggy one. I'm so glad that I already slowed down a bit beforehand. Okay, we are approaching carefully now. And we have landed. And we nailed landing. I think I know this airport. If it's the one that I'm thinking about, then it had a big cave below the landing field. And it's usually this laggy. Okay, let's see where we are going. I already got the background music that we're gonna listen to on the Christmas stream. It's a bit more holiday seasoned and entertaining, but I think this one is more than enough for a regular drive. And it's a bit more of a happy background song today. I just felt like we had a lot of standard songs that are usually the polka stuff. And it didn't really feel right for the occasions, and it is winter, we are approaching the third or the second Advent. Is it Advent or is it the Sunday before Christmas thing? Yeah, I'm just don't ask. But yeah, so I thought that this is a bit more fitting to the occasion of the winter and the holiday season. Okay, and we're going by boat. That means it's time for the shark. Let me just check when it's Christmas. I think it's really close. It is in 2 weeks on Wednesday. Okay. Oh, wait a second. This literally just said that we have to get inside of a boat. And now I'm supposed to jump. That is very strange. Also, ouch. Okay, now we are sitting in another boat. Alright. Here we go. Is this some sort of yacht haven or something? It kinda looks like a... Well, this is not even connected to the mainland. It is just a little harbor in the middle of nothing. Okay, and we're going to Wana in winter. And I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be another teleport on the way. Because there's no way they make us drive 20 minutes. I really wish that they were using a little more the waypoint commands in the HUD. That pretty much let you set another waypoint before the teleport, so the HUD is just calculating the distance between a starting point of the current position to the waypoint, and then you still teleport, but you can see how much time you really need to the next point. Okay, that was very, very random, but I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to play Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, or if it's copyrighted or anything. And even though we are very, very far from being monetized or anything, but I would like to avoid copyright issues. Okay, honestly, why is there this lantern in the middle of nowhere? It's just flying inside of the sky. Also, I remember this area. I think we've been around this area over here last year during the Easter season. And we were hunting for Easter eggs and stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what I meant about the teleport. Why is there a huge gravestone? Okay. I don't know, it kind of feels like we've been here before, but maybe not. I'm really not sure. Okay, there doesn't seem to be anything behind us. We're just checking out the area over here then. Oh, there's actually someone standing. I first thought it was just a decoration or an NPC or something, but there was actually someone dancing. We've been really creepy over there. Just watching through the window on the back. And now we're invading someone's living room, it seems. Oh my god. And I can't even exit. We are stuck inside of the building. Oh my god. Okay, we're just flying down again. Okay, there seems to be another ice skating area over here. Or maybe it's just a club. It's pretty hard to tell if all of the grounds are just white and ice. I guess it's both. Okay, so there's basically just a lot of little pagodas and caves and stuff. And there's a lot of animals. I think these are polar foxes. Okay, yeah, that's true. I thought that you were referring to when I was saying that I tried to find a good background music for the Christmas theme. And the Red-Nosed Reindeer is definitely not a good background music for a stream. Okay, this area is a lot bigger than I thought. This is an entire village. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, there's even more over there. Okay, so there's a Christmas market down here. That seems really nice. Even though the little boots are just a little bit empty. But it's nonetheless nice designed. Oh, this is one of the light curtains that I just got myself for the window. Okay, what is this? If this is alright, then we're definitely trying it, but I think it's just a train. And that's a bummer. I really did not expect a train over here. When it's just disappearing in this little bubble. Oh my gosh, you did not see this. Nobody saw it. Why the heck? Okay, we're done. That was very surprising. Oh, we are already done. It was a short drive. Considering that I was talking for the first 10 minutes, and we were starting at CHC, then this drive was not even an hour long. Holy moly. Alright. The Nirvana spider. I hate spiders. It is getting a chance, but I hate spiders. Oh my gosh. It is so laggy. There we go. Okay, I was so confused for a minute. This thing looks not like a box. This is looking like a washing machine. Let's be honest, this is just a washing machine. Well, at least we get a clean car. I've never unboxed a washing machine and got a car. Okay, so this is another muscle car. Or a racing car, even. I'm not really remembering surplus cars much. So I'm going into this without much prejudice. We got the menu. We got some lights that I'm not really seeing. Okay, so we can fully mix and match and edit and mod this vehicle. That is very good. It is a little bit loud. This is better. Let's see how it drives. Okay, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. It's just a little bit slow at the moment. Oh, before we drive through the road, there's something else that I want to show you guys. I have turned my little shrine into a festival area. So, if you remember them, this was a big shrine and basically just a donation box in front of it and some Kitsune statues inside. And I made it into a festival ground, and I also added a little street sign over here where you can click in world and get a little download, not download, it's just a little link to the novel that I've written. But again, I will add the link to the novel to the description after the stream. I just forgot about it beforehand. Okay, let's see. This vehicle has been quite nice so far. It's just a little bit slow, it seems. But we are only on the second leg, the second gear. There's still a lot more where this is coming from. The turning is maybe a bit slow, but definitely enough. It cannot turn on the spot. That is a disadvantage. That means you always have to drive forwards a bit. I guess it's more realistic, but considering how narrow Second Life can be, it's a little bit disadvantage. Okay, let's just get this corner behind us. This is a very tight one. And there we go. So I think this is the third gear. And it's already a lot faster than the second. There's something about how it drives that I don't really like. And that's how bumpy it seems. I'm not sure if you can see it as well, but it kinda looks like the lower ground of the vehicle is permanently bouncing on the street. Which is kind of annoying visually. And I don't think it's because of the road. Yet it's permanently going up a little bit in the front area. Like driving over a little hubble or something. I think this is just because the physical invisible trim that is acting as the skeleton of the vehicle is a little bit uneven or low. If they made it a little bit higher, maybe it would be better. Or maybe decrease. We can try to decrease the gravity a bit. Let's see. Options, advanced. Nope. Options, controls. There we go. Gravity. We are reducing it. Oh, the downforce maybe. Okay. And maybe we're changing the steering one up. Just one. There we go. Okay, there's another disadvantage. The camera changes. Okay, yeah, the situation changed. It is no longer wobbling around, but I think we're stuck. Let me just get it unstuck. There we go. Yeah, now it's just one of these vehicles that are going back and forth all the time, which is very, very strange. I'm not gonna lie, it drives very good. It is, well, it's not fluent obviously, but the steering is really good. I just really wish I knew why some vehicles are just going back and forth so much. It's like you are trying to play a really new game on the PlayStation 2. That's what it's looking like. And the sync crossings are not helping either. Okay, I think we have tested this enough. It is a nice vehicle. Let's see what we can open. Yeah, I'm guessing it's just the regular spots. Yep. There we got the engine. We got the doors. I'm guessing, yeah, we can't open the fuel thing. If it even was the fuel thing. Though it was just decoration. So I guess the vehicle doesn't have a fuel opening. Nope. Interesting. Once it's empty, you have to buy a new one. That's how they sell the cars these days. That's more profit. Alright, again, it's not a bad vehicle, it's just... I don't like how it drives with the back and forth. Which really seems like it's... I don't know, like... bad FPS or something. But otherwise, I would definitely see myself driving it. Anyways, that pretty much concludes the drive today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much if you made it this far into the stream. And if you like it, please consider to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Yeah, I see you guys next time. Bye.